Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and the message comes from a translation of a message that I received. The message reads like this. Hello brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post for me? I am a woman who is aged 24. Currently I am studying at this other university named Hidden. So I've been skipping my lectures and I have slept with a lot of my lecturers. This thing, my brother, it didn't start when I was in university. My brother, I want to be honest with you. Maybe out there are people who are going to assist me, because I really feel like I am just a sex addict. I have tried so many remedies, thinking that maybe in the end everything is going to be fine with me. But usually what happens to me is that sometimes I can go maybe for 2 weeks without ever touching my body or doing anything stupid, but then the depression will come. Sometimes when I am in class, I'll start to lose focus because I will feel as if there will be something that will be so hot that will be moving inside my stomach. This thing, when I start to feel it, it will start moving in my stomach, going up my chest. The only thing that I can make this thing to disappear, that will always be moving in my stomach and my chest, is when I start to touch myself. Sometimes I can even go out of control. There was this other time I was just walking in town, just chilling at the mall. Then I started to feel that sensation that when I feel it, it will be time for me to start touching my body, like masturbating, my brother. So I tried to ignore that feeling, thinking that it would go away, because I thought that I was in a public place, so there was no way for me to masturbate. But what I ended up doing, brother Nash, is that I went to those toilets whereby you have to pay something like 2 rand or so. Then I went into the toilet, then I locked myself up, then I started pleasing myself using my finger. I don't even know how to stop. I can even find myself driving, especially at night. Then that sensation will just come to me so much that I would have to rush home so that I can take out my toys and start playing with myself. When I was in grade 7, I was dating this other teacher at our primary school, and by the time that I was in high school, I was already experienced enough. And when I went to university, I then used all of those advantages. Now that I am in university, I've been using a lot of lecturers. Some of them, I even lied to them that I have fallen pregnant for them. But my brother, I put myself on a family planning pill when I was still very young. So all of these men, because of my age, whenever they try to sleep with me, most of them, they will opt that they don't want to use any protection on me, because they will just look at my innocent face, but they don't know that behind me there are other things that I am doing that are so shocking. I have this other shocking behavior that if I go to a party and there, if I do not do any quickie with a stranger, I will feel like it will be a wasted night. I don't know how to stop. I am just out of control. So many lecturers that I have slept with so that they can just finish my assignments. I even slept with this other supervisor when I was doing my attachments. All of these things, I only do it so that I can pass my exams. Firstly, I am not that bright, I want to admit, and I have never cared that much about going to university. But me being born in a wealthy family, you have to go through university. And I was forced to do things that I do not even want to. After finishing my matric, I wanted to do my own hustle. I wanted to start my own saloon, but my parents did not understand. So they looked down on my idea that I had brought to my father, because I had told my father that I wanted to start a saloon. Then he just laughed and he said, no, you are going to university first. That's how I was forced to university. When I went to university, I promised myself that I would never concentrate on anything And this thing, I was doing it so that I can hurt my father. Even though he is a powerful man, there was no way I could hurt him. But this was like my payback, never ever concentrating on my studies so that his high blood pressure can go up each and every time. I even tried to speak with my mom about the issue of me being in varsity because I am not just interested about education. Then she threatened to disown me. Since I had no choice, I have been in university ever since, but I am not even happy about it. Most of the times, I do not even attend lectures or write exams. In my first year, me never attending my lectures or writing exams, I then failed my first year thinking that my parents were now going to understand that I don't want to be in school anymore. But then my mom told me that I had to repeat, and yes, they forced me to repeat. This time, my parents were kind of like harsh on me, trying to squeeze my finances. But what they didn't realize is that I had my other saving accounts since I am a hustler and since I am dating a lot of men. So even though they tried to squeeze my finances so that I can concentrate on my schooling, when I was taken for my attachments, then that supervisor asked for my number and I gave him my numbers. Then we started dating. And when I started dating that man, I looked at him and I saw that this man, he can never afford me. But the only thing that I wanted from him was that which was in his trousers. So me and him, we started dating. I don't know how many times that we slept in his office whilst other people were busy going around doing their work. I have tried so much to fight against this spirit, but there's this other friend of mine who told me that I have to accept that this is who I am and God created me like this. My brother, please, when you post my story, all that I am asking for from your audience is there anyone who has ever been in my situation, anyone who has ever walked in my shoes? Please, if there is anyone like that, help me out so that I can understand what is going on with my body, because I can't even stop the urge of touching myself. There are days when I can find myself sitting on the couch binge watching on Netflix, then I'll start touching myself. And once I start touching myself, everything will go downhill from there on. And sometimes I can even do it 3 to 4 times a night, and I'll be pleasing myself using several toys. Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our listeners. She is saying that she has this addiction. She is addicted. Please let us try to speak with her in the comment section.